It's Saturday night. I'm John Kramer. Josh Brolin hosted this week, and this is SNL Politics Review. Now, one of the things SNL is legendary for is the erratic drop in show quality from week to week, which is why following last week's awesome hosting by Sofia Vergara, I was sure James Brolin was going to get run over by a truckload of mediocrity, and man was I wrong, which is why it was so hard for me to pick the top 3 sketches of tonight's show. Now, being a politics guy, I thought for sure that after watching the show's cold opener, there would be no question whatsoever about what the top scene would be tonight. The show put together a gathering of the 2012 GOP candidates in a bar for a sing-along to the tune of "We Had the Time of Our Lives," with each of them lamenting how they had all at one time or another been the front-runner, but that it was Mitt who was going to go on to the convention. It ranked as my 3rd best scene of the night, with my one big criticism being that it completely excluded any mention of Ron Paul, although to be fair, he never actually succeeded in gaining frontrunner status. Now, coming in at number 2 was an amazingly funny parody of one of my favorite shows, HBO and George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. I'm putting links to this scene and all these others down below in the description of this video because you have to see Andy Samberg's take on the 13-year-old genius behind Game of Thrones. I still can't believe that this scene is coming in at number 2 this week, but it had the misfortune to be trumped by the latest installment in one of my all-time favorite SNL digital short series, LAZER, which comes in at number 1 because it was incredibly funny and had a must-see cameo by Steven Spielberg. And if all of that wasn't enough, Gotye delivered what might have been the best musical performance of this season with his song, "Someone That I Used to Know," and take a deep breath, a second digital short that was a companion piece to Gotye's song. Now, Weekend Update was good as usual. There were a number of other really funny sketches, as well as a couple of slightly lame high school bits, which they threw in at the end of the show, but which were forgiven because the rest of the night's show was just that good. And as for James Brolin, you know, he didn't shine the way Sofia Vergara did last week, but I think he had the time of his life writing this show into awesomeness. Now, the host next week will be Eli Manning with Rihanna as the musical guest, and I'll be back here with my review. And who knows, maybe Lorne Michaels might just get himself a 3-peat.